first quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Sabonis looking over the floor. There's the steal. There's Tatum with the three. Rebounded by Russell Westbrook. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
DeRozan making his presence felt at the rim.
Hauser outside. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Pass to Keita. Hauser outside. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
And Brown with the stuff.
For an athlete like Brown, you salivate. You just start drooling.
Oh, my goodness. How about that?
That is explosive athleticism by DeRozan. His dunks, oh, man, that would make a rim shake.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Now here's DeRozan. From about 16. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Westbrook. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
They set the screen. DeRozan outside. Puts the move on. And the layup is good. DeRozan's got 6.
Double D has that soft touch, and it serves him well on that interior.
On the wing, Hauser. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Left side, Monk. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Count it.
Every year that Tatum is in the league, he just improves his passing.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 7. Pass to Monk. Shoots over Brown. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Well, Richard, some stars are the system, but Jason Tatum is often admired as a selfless system player.
Yeah, Jason enjoys being a piece of the greater puzzle. He doesn't have to have everything run through him, and I know that makes his teammates happy.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Kings trail by 7. And here's Carter. Pass to Monk. They kick it out to Murray. Tries it from 16.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Now here's Hauser. Here's Vucevic. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Back to Carter. Shoots over Pritchard. And that one's long. Boston leading by 7. White on the wing. Monk grabs a miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
To the middle. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Outside White. It's tipped. Stolen by Carter. By himself. Woo!
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's White. He has 6. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Walsh. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard from outside. Rebound by Sacramento. Now DeRozan. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Up top, Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Walsh. The kick out to White. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Here's Walsh. And he drives in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kings trail by 5. Outside Carter. Picked by Murray. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by White. Boston leading by 5. To Walsh. Launches a 3. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Just a stellar rebounder. Vucevic, look, he relishes getting those extra offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've got a 9-point lead. .114 left in the first quarter of the game. Nails it from 3. Walsh has got 5 now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And stolen by Murray. 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Can they get it? And Levine, here we go. And he can't jam it through. Here's Pritchard. The rebound by Murray. Kings trail by 12. On the wing, Levine. Yet to see a basket. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
That's more than enough space for him to get that shot up.
Here's Pritchard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Pritchard. He does not get the second one. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can